So recently I made a video on how to fix your internet because Windows sucks and it terribly optimizes your internet off default. However, my video quality sucked, especially my mic quality. In fact, this is what it sounded like previously.
This video I will be teaching you how to optimize your internet settings.
Now, that's pretty bad, right? Okay, so now we are going to make a tutorial that is not only way easier to follow, but also sounds way better. So the first thing we're going to want to do is head down to Windows and search control panel. You can do this by two ways. The first way is you can press the Windows button on your keyboard and just start typing control panel and it should go up. If you don't know how to do that, which I'm pretty sure you should also head down to the Windows button and then click on the search button as well, and then you can type in control panel. Click on that and you're all good to go. You're going to pull up this box right here and you're going to see all of these different options. Only one we want is view network status and tasks. Click on that and you should see Ethernet right here. If you see like Wi-Fi or anything besides Ethernet, this won't work for you. So you're going to want to click on Ethernet and go to properties. You will need admin permissions for this, but I'm assuming that's not going to be a problem for like 99% of you, so we're going to keep on going. You're going to pull up this window. Don't touch any of this stuff. It's just going to mess with your stuff, so I have no clue what any of it means. But go to configure, and then we're going to get to the final tab that we need to get to. We're going to have all of these different options, and the first thing we're going to do before always changing anything is fully update our drivers to the best. You're going to press that and search automatically for drivers, and it will install the best. As you can see, I already have the best driver, so we are going to skip that. Next, you're going to want to go to power management and turn all of these settings off. This just makes it run a lot smoother and faster, and also has faster boot up time. So here's the advanced section. So this has a lot of different options. So what I recommend is after you change an option to what I have, you press close and then go to the next one, because if you do all of them at once and something you didn't do right ends up breaking, you're not really going to know what messed it up because everything is different. So what I recommend is pressing one, then saving it, and if it works, go to the next one, then save it. It does take longer, but in the end, it will save you so much time. Alright, let's get into it. ARP offload disabled, downshift retries as 4, energy efficient Ethernet disabled, flow control, RX and TX enabled, interrupt and moderation enabled, interrupt moderation rate adaptive, IPv4 checksum offload, RX and TX enabled, jumbo packet, this one is important. Please put this on disabled. This will kill your ping if you have it on enabled. Large send offload v1 IPv4 enabled, v2 IPv4 disabled, offload v2 IPv6 enabled, locally administered address. This won't affect your internet speed, but it can get you out of a blacklist. So if that's what you guys need, then you can change it to literally whatever you want and it'll work. Log link state event enabled, maximum number of RSS queues. You're going to want to set this to the max as long as your CPU has the processors to, the cores I mean, to allow it to happen. So if you have 16 cores on your processor like I do, then this will work, and if there was a 16 option, you'd want to click that. But if you have like a 4-core processor, which I don't really know why you would, then you can only do 4, and if you pressed 8, your internet wouldn't work. It's just weird like that. NID QoS is disabled. NS offload enabled. Priority and VLAN enabled. Received side buffers 512. If it's something different, you can keep it, but I mean, I would try 512 anyways because I've optimized this and it works very well for me. Receive side scaling enabled. Segment co-scaling v4 enabled. v6 also enabled. Speed and duplex, you're going to want to set this a little bit above what your max is. So if you have like 90 megabytes per second, you're going to put 100. Anything above that, the next smallest is 1 gigabyte. So then you're going to want to set it to that. Most of you guys are probably going to be on this, but just don't have it on auto negotiation. And do not put it on the max because that will destroy your internet and make it not work. Both of these, you're going to want RX and TX enabled. Transmit buffers at 2048, but it's the same as up there, where if it's something different, you can keep it and it'll work fine. but I recommend change it to 2048 because that is what I've optimized it. VLAN ID as 0. Not really sure what this does, so if any of you guys know, please let me down in the comments. And then the rest of these things, I would just leave on how it normally is. They're kind of just preference, but I mean, it's up to you. And then you're good. So you can press close, and then close again. Now, don't worry if after you change your settings, your internet dies for like 30 seconds to a minute, as it's fixing all your changes and going through it and resetting everything. Now you should be good. You shouldn't have any problems. Now, theoretically, if you did this right, your internet speeds should have increased by at least 2 times, and for me, they increased 5 times. So that's what should happen if you did everything right. If you didn't do everything right, I don't know how you didn't, because that is a very easy video to follow. But you can always rewatch it again and again until you can figure it out. Thanks for watching. If you guys need any more tutorials on optimizations for ping, graphics, any of that, please let me down in the comments below, and have a good one.